one other thing, Eddie, that I think I'd love to hear a little more about. There's the election. I also know you and your wife Jill run the EB Research Partnership. My guess is a lot of people watching right now aren't familiar with EB and this partnership. Do you mind just telling us what it is and more possibly now we have a few million people online. How can we help?
Well, that's very cool of you to ask. I appreciate that. I might get a little emotional because it's an intense. Uh, it's kind of like the most insane genetic disorder that people have never heard about. And my wife and I and this other great folks in this group that you mentioned, EB Research Partnership, we've been working for about 10 years. And really it's been a game changer. But we're not only working with the great people and activists, but we're connected to and also connected them together, all these genetic researchers, just incredible doctors, and all these EB families. So epidermolysis bullosa is the name of the condition, and it's slight genetic mutation that affects the skin in such a way it's fairly diabolical because it just doesn't they're lacking a protein, so it doesn't kind of keep the skin connected. So any little scratch could be a scar that would last a lifetime. Any rub of the eyelid might, and it also infects the internal organs. And instead of trying to explain it all here, what you can do on coming up on the 18th, we've put together a really great, I think it's an hour and a half long program. And you'll really get to see these kids, these families. You'll get to kind of experience and learn about the challenges involved and the condition, and also see all the headway and the clinical trials that we now have going. That wasn't happening years ago, and also the procedure that we're hoping will eradicate this is also applicable. I mean, we're close, we can actually see it, but it would be applicable to thousands and thousands of other genetic disorders. So then that would be taking care of, millions and millions and millions of folks. But I will say November 18th, I think 5 p.m. Eastern, ventureintocures.org. You can live stream there, or I think pj.com or pearljam.com would have some info or might be on there. Again, the 18th, and it'll be like Dave Letterman joined forces with us. Adam Sandler, Billie Eilish just agreed to introduce a song or a piece on the kids. I've got some new music on there. Gaten Mazzaro, Bradley Cooper, Laura Dern, like just a great group of
Oh, that's
folks
great.
are
What a
committed. And yeah, so if you watch, and you might, it's I think it'll be inspiring. These kids are what they have to go through is very their resilience and their positivity. It's very contagious. That part is it's the good kind of contagious. And if you feel like contributing, but also just to send good energy our way, and empathy and compassion, they go a long way towards the healing.
Yeah, man, I could use some resilience this year, that's for sure.